I'm sorry, okay? This is a tough video because this has been the week of Rice. Declan Rice has just done something extraordinary. And then done it again. Thibaut Courtois used to get unnecessary stick at Chelsea because he kept getting nutmegged in goal. But now, lads, he's actually getting his own fans on his back in Madrid because he just had 2 world-class free kicks stuck past him. As if they were his fault. What Declan Rice did was absolutely insane. He's just a normal lad. Someone who grew up watching Chris MD. I hope he didn't watch any of my videos. But lads, he's just a kid who was let go by Chelsea at 14 when Courtois was playing in a Champions League final. He'd have been sitting at home, mulling over a potential trial at Fulham whilst dribbling ice cream onto his Match magazine, watching Courtois on the telly. So to think he would one day ruin his Champions League night in a quarter-final, it's crazy. Lads, this video feels horrible. This is really, really grim. This is horrible, okay? This feels like I'm coming to sit in front of a camera and explain why I try to get a teddy bear pregnant. But lads, I'm sorry, Declan Rice. I was wrong. I used to always say that this guy was just some pudding waffle. Look at this tweet back in 2018.
Have fun being England's 8th choice centre-back, Declan. Maybe you and Jack Grealish can look back on your combined 6 caps in about 10 years.
It's nearly 7 years later. Both have become £100 million stars for Arsenal and Man City. Both have lifted European trophies, reached a Euros final with England. One has won the treble. They earn a combined £540,000 of weekly wages. One has a multi-million pound Gucci deal. The other is the face of a yogurt. Both of them have pieced up Real Madrid. And oh yeah, they've got over 100 caps between them. I said they'd have 6. I mean, does this look like an 8th choice England centre-back to you? Now, right now, England's 8th choice centre-back is probably Trevoh Chalobah. That's all right. I mean, that's not a complete goofball Turkey centre-back who plays like a banana milkshake. No, Chalobah, he's okay. I mean, lads, they say England don't have strength and depth at centre-back, but lads, England's 9th and 10th choice centre-backs play for AC Milan and Juventus. You're fine. So no, this wasn't actually quite the horrible insult it must have looked like back in 2018. I mean, I wasn't exactly saying that Rice would be spending his late 20s working the night shift at Burger King, sleepily asking drunken customers at 4 a.m. if they want chips with their nuggets. But still, imagine being told back then he'd be scoring 2 free kicks against Real Madrid. It would not compute in my brain. Back in 2019, there was a comparison in the media about which one was the better player, Declan Rice or Sean Longstaff. I thought they were both average. Tell me they would both get on the score sheet in 3-goal wins over Real Madrid and PSG. Tell me that was in their future. And I think you just had too many blue Smarties before bed. But yeah, I thought Longstaff was better. I know. I know. It's embarrassing to admit. But look, what he did against Real Madrid was unheard of. 2 free kicks in the same match, 12 minutes apart. There is an Englishman wearing Zidane's number at Real Madrid. But I'm sorry, what Rice did was Zizou moves. He has just joined a very special elite club. He's only the 5th player in Champions League history to net 2 free kicks in the same match. You know who the other 4 were? Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, Rivaldo, and Hakim Ziyech. That collection of stars has 7 Ballon d'Ors between them. Neymar came 3rd twice, whilst Ziyech, okay, he is definitely the nerd of that group, because Rice has also been nominated for the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, his name was actually put forward to be voted best player on planet Earth, and he came in 26th. The guy who I thought was gonna be England's 8th choice centre. What? Am I crazy? Am I insane? And what makes this even more bizarre is that they were against Real Madrid. I mean, Ronaldo's 2 free kicks came against Zurich, where their goalkeeper was probably some Swiss pig farmer who was thinking about that chicken pie he was going to devour at half-time. Neymar's were against Red Star Belgrade, where similarly, I mean, their goalkeeping coach was probably a fat lunch lady. While Ziyech's free kicks were against Manchester United, with Onana in net, where he made arguably the biggest mistake of his career. No way should Ziyech have made this list. Never ever. But Onana let a pathetically tame free kick somehow squirm past him into the net. No way should Ziyech be given an invite to the party. That should have gone down as an own goal. But he does, because like Matt tried to tell everyone, Onana seems to have a crayon lodged in his brain. In my head, Rice is now up there alone with Rivaldo at the top, because back in 2000 he spanked in 2 brilliant, majestic free kicks for Barcelona against the great AC Milan. I mean, his 2nd goal in that match, slamming it in off the crossbar, was better than Rice's goals. Rice belted in both of his past Courtois, arguably the best goalkeeper in the world. It's crazy to think this man had never scored a free kick in his life before. For him to now wake up and unleash his inner Rivaldo on a stunning Champions League night, it's crazy. Rice has already become a modern day Arsenal legend. I'm sorry, But he has. I mean, forget about him ever becoming a £100 million flop. Oh, no. Those 2 goals already were worth the money. That is a night that will live long in the memory of every single Arsenal fan. They're never forgetting that. Ever. And they were delivered from the feet of someone who I thought was an overrated West Ham pudding centre-back. So annoying. How wrong was I? Lads, this is my apology to Declan Rice. I am sorry. This man has developed into a leader, a booming physical presence in midfield, who can carry the ball, who can shoot, tackle, score. He's a complete footballer who, crucially, is never injured. This is going to be his 3rd season in a row where he plays more than 50 matches. That's Frank Lampard behavior. I mean, when you look at his busy mate, Mason Mount, he's probably in danger of putting his calf just buttering a slice of toast. So don't take it for granted that Rice knows how to keep himself fit. He's developed into a wonderful midfield player. It's so annoying. I remember thinking it was absolutely crazy. The West Ham were offering him an 8-year deal worth £200,000 a week. I thought that was desperate. I didn't think he would have the longevity to be worth that. Yeah, it doesn't look crazy now. Because if he had chosen to sign that deal in 2023, I mean, it would have been absolutely bonkers. And he would have now trapped himself into a Wilfred Zaha-esque career of mid-table mediocrity. Now listening to team talks from Graham Potter, somebody about as inspirational as a sock. But hey, I mean, would West Ham fans take 6 more years of Rice worth 200 grand a week? Oh yes, of course. Christ above, Danny Ings has been on £125,000 a week for the last 2 years, and he only scores once a year. I remember thinking it was ridiculous that Manchester City wanted to sign him for £100 million. When I saw that Thomas Tuchel was trying to sign him for Bayern Munich for £95 million, I thought, can everyone please relax? What do they see in him? Why are they all drinking crazy juice and trying to sign this overrated lump of British cheese? I thought Rice was just another Eric Dyer at best, a very ordinary centre-back / defensive midfielder. I've been trying to tell myself that Rice is a slice of overrated toast that was the West Ham. He was just a bigger Mark Noble. Honestly, I thought that Rice is what Noble would evolve into if he was a Pokemon. I mean, if Noble is the Charmander, then Rice is only the Charmeleon. I mean, someone else coming through West Ham down the line would be the world-class Charizard. And honestly, I don't even like Pokemon. So that analogy was so necessarily geeky, I now feel obliged to walk into my local comic book shop and challenge the first nerd I see to a Warhammer match. I bet that place would smell of sweat, cheese puffs, and social anxiety. But look, I didn't think Rice was all that good at all. I thought he was just a juiced up noob. And when he switched from Ireland to England, I thought it was a big mistake. Because at the time, he'd only recently been a West Ham centre-back. Go back to April 2018 when he was playing in defence. He was getting slapped up 4-1 by both Arsenal and Man City, 2 games on the bounce, playing beside a crazy Patrice Evra centre-back. Tell me that he would grow up to slap 2 free kicks against Real Madrid. What? I would think that you are insane and that you probably walk around with dead puppies in your pockets. Back in 2018, when he was Irish, he was practically demanding a loan move to Aston Villa. Honestly, he's admitted that since he was desperate to link up with Steve Bruce. I mean, to be fair, it's probably because he was a Chelsea boy and wanted to be reunited with John Terry. But still, that's where his head was at. He was going to be slapped into a centre-back pairing with James Chester, whilst the supporters threw cabbages at Bruce. But you know what's devastating? Nottingham Forest wanted him too for the 18-19 season, and guess what? The month where Rice declared for England was February 2019. If he'd just been allowed to go on loan, he would have been away from Southgate's attention, ripping up the championship under Martin O'Neill. Even if the FA did try to coax him away from Ireland, surely he'd be too scared of making that decision when Roy Keane was his coach. Honestly, that is a man who probably screamed in his face if he'd forgot to thank the lunch lady for his chips. It's that 18-19 season where he broke out at West Ham, which is what destroyed the Ireland dream. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. We could have thrown him into a World Cup qualifier against Moldova in 2017 before anyone realised he was good. But now instead we just let him play meaningless friendlies. Oh, brilliant. So he could just pretend to like Father Ted for a week. I mean, at the start of 2018, this future England captain was wolfing down a packet of potatoes whilst forcing a chuckle watching Mrs. Brown Boys. I mean, look at this headline from 2018. Look how heartbreaking it is.
Declan Rice set to commit to Ireland. West Ham player could clear up international football before Christmas.
That is devastating. He would have been the closest thing we had to Roy Keane.
A declaration by London-born teenager Declan Rice that he intends to play international football for the Republic of Ireland is believed to be imminent.
Imminent? 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 Look, I was bitter for years, okay? I'm still gutted that Rice chose to play for England after already playing for us. I feel cheated and... yeah, but I have to finally admit, lads, there's no point trying to pretend. Rice is the real deal. He's not just some chubby dumpling who belongs at a team like Fulham. No, he is absolute pure class. And what he did against Real Madrid, it's ridiculous. So, Declan, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm off to go have a shower and scrub myself until my skin bleeds. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Let me know what do you think. Let me know what do you think. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to go like, share, as always. I'll talk to you in a while.